Good morning, guys. Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Steven. Cover the wings. Very good. It is 9:57 in the morning. I don't have to check in until 11:57. I know I'm 2 hours early. My work device isn't working. The app that is our flight attendant manual, which is required at all times while working. I have to have it on me at all times, available. Right now, the app on my device, which is our manual, pops open and then pops closed immediately. I can't read it. I can't see anything. I can't update anything right now in terms of our read files. So I have to see if I can swap one out. I don't think we have a supervisor available this morning. We're short 2 or 3 supervisors. We can't seem to keep supervisors. I don't know why, but it's not a great job. Honestly, I would never be a supervisor. A flight attendant supervisor? No, thank you. But I may have to call our online supervisor on duty to see if I can get one out of the safe. Blah, blah, blah. Today, we are going to be flying. It's a long day today. We're going to be flying to Miami and then Houston. It's only 2 legs, but it's going to be a long one. We have 18 hours in Houston. Then I end up, I think tomorrow's 3 legs, which is way too many, but I end up in Phoenix for 33 hours, something like that. So we'll see what goes on. I keep hearing the only thing you do around there is hike. I'm going to have to message my friend Deanne. Deanne Ford, if you don't watch her channel, you should be. She's from Phoenix, so maybe she can give us some tips on what to do. But let me get into the airport. I'm kind of roasting in the car here, so I'll see you soon. Hey guys, hi. So I'm glad I got here early today. There's no supervisor in the office, so I had to call our SOD, which is a long distance supervisor. So I talked to her. I happened to get this one. Her name is Jennifer. She is amazing. Now, today wasn't like a desperate call, but there have been 2 or 3 times in the past few years that I've really needed help from a supervisor, and it was always her. And she's always solved the problem, made me laugh, calmed me down if I was upset. She's like an amazing human being, and it was such a joy to talk to her today. I said, she's like, oh, where are you flying today? I said, we have a long day today, but I have a long layover in Phoenix. She says, what's there to do in Phoenix? I said, I don't know, but I think there's hiking in Phoenix, but unless they have a Dunkin' Donuts in the hills, I'm probably not going to go hiking. And the two of us just laughed and laughed and laughed. It wasn't that funny, but we both needed a laugh, I think. Yeah, so it's all done. It took me about 20 minutes to read our read files and then comply to all of them. So I am ready to work. It is 10 past 11. So I've got about 45 minutes before I have to, sign in. But yeah, so there we go. The day is productive. I think I'm going to hit Dunkin's for an iced coffee so I can at least make it to Miami conscious. See you soon. What is our flight time? Our flight time today, 4 hours and 14 minutes, and we have 182 passengers booked, so full flight. So the last crew got off the plane and they said, oh, you're going to need a replacement POB, which is a portable oxygen bottle, because someone on board had a seizure. Have you heard that word lately? Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? But so I asked our gate agent to call maintenance for a POB, a portable oxygen bottle. And she said operations told her that I have to get off the plane, go to our crew room for a replacement POB. Now, you flight attendants, does that make any sense? No, so we'll see what happens. Very strange. All right, so we made it to Houston, and you know what I'm going to say, right? Our passengers were amazing. They were really, really good. I don't think we had a single problem through the entire aircraft. I think the first 10 rows or so where I'm seen most often and most easily. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you, honey. Thank you, love. We just had a wonderful time. Lots of laughs, jokes. It was a good time, had by all. Our flight to Miami, 138 passengers, which sounds nice. We're blocked at over 2 hours, so it's going to be a fairly long flight. After this long flight, drama-free flight, which was great until the very end, of course. One of our passengers apparently left her earbud case on the back of the plane. She left the jet bridge, went into the airport, and just before the doors closed, she scooted back onto the plane. So our gate agents were like, surprise! It's illegal to do that. It's illegal. So the gate agent was like, I have to report her to TSA. I mean, I hope she really values those earbuds, but could pose a problem for flying next time. I don't know. But blah, blah, blah. Let me see you in... Where are we going? Houston. Ta-da! I'm in Houston once again. I could show you this room and you would know I was in Houston because you and I have been here that often. But it has been a very, very long day. Our duty day was almost just shy of 10 hours. And, you know, I left the house 2 hours before my check-in. So I've been on the go the whole time. Now, I left the house 2 hours before my check-in, and I packed my lunch bag about a half hour before that. But look at this. This is one of the reasons I will always believe in the Magecto lunchbox. This is it. Look, these are my ice packs, my little ice pillows. Listen, this is still frozen. Some of it's a little melted. You can see it's a little squished, but this is all, listen. Whoop. There you go. They're frozen. They're still frozen after, what, 12 hours, almost 13 hours in my cooler. I will always love my Magecto bag. You didn't see what I had in my lunch bag, did you? No, it's embarrassing. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you. A big thing of pasta that I made. A can of soup, a can of fruit cocktail, a can of tomato soup, which I'm going to use with some pasta in it, and a jar of sun-dried tomato pesto. And I have a container of jam, more ice packs down there. And this pasta is going to go inside my soup. I love tomato soup with pasta in it. It was my favorite meal as a child, and even today, I still eat it. And the tomato soup doesn't replace like tomato sauce. It's a soup. Just I throw a big handful of pasta in it, and I just think it's yummy. It's boring and almost flavorless, but I love it. And then this sun-dried tomato pesto mixed in with some pasta is my go-to. I also brought this bag of brown rice, which I thought I would use with a can of chili I thought I brought with me, but whatever. And over here, I have a bag of pretzel rods because I was craving them, and I figured dipping them into some peanut butter would be really yummy. And I have somewhere in there, I have a few slices of really good whole grain bread, which I will make a peanut butter and jam sandwich probably for breakfast or maybe a little snack. I might eat one tonight before I go to bed because I'm so hungry, but I really don't want to eat a huge meal, so I might just make a little sandwich. Tonight's second leg of the trip was, I'm never going to get used to saying it, it was beautiful. It was easy, it was peaceful, there were no problems from the front to the back, perfectly simple. We had 138 passengers tonight on the second leg, so it was nice to have those open seats for sure, but really, really nice. I am supremely grateful for my chaser tonight because she spoke Spanish. I think her parents are Cuban, and so she speaks some Spanish, and a lot of our passengers today going from Miami to Houston were Spanish speakers and didn't understand English, so I was very grateful for her help. I feel bad in kind of letting people know that she's a Spanish speaker because no one else spoke Spanish in the crew. And so that kind of puts her in a position where she has to literally answer every question in Spanish, you know? So it's putting a lot of responsibility on someone in the crew, but she was just wonderful, wonderful. I had a great chaser, Monica, I think her name is. But yeah, so I think I'm gonna make a sandwich. Then I'm going to crawl in bed. We are only here until tomorrow about 3:30 in the afternoon. So then we fly back to Vegas, and then we fly to Phoenix from there. So I will see you tomorrow. All right, good night. Hey guys, hi. It is 3:15 in the afternoon. I'm going to be running downstairs in about 5 minutes for the shuttle. All I have to do is throw on my work uniform shirt and throw some food in my cooler, so I'll be good to go for time. This layover has been very nice. There's been nothing to film. I got in late last night. I played some video games. I futzed around online. I slept beautifully until housekeeping just goes like this with their card on the door. But whatever. They're just doing their jobs. And today I nibbled. I ate some soup with some pasta, which was oddly satisfying. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. Why am I looking around the room? There's like nothing here. I watched some YouTube videos that were vaguely disturbing, that were really actually kind of upsetting in terms of what's happening with mobilization of people in Russia to fight Ukraine. And it's just really unsettling and really kind of scary. There's flashes of memory I have from back when the Cold War was still a thing. And I was sure that Reagan was going to get us into World War III. I was a teenager learning how to identify weeds, different plants to eat in case war struck and I was going to starve to death. That's what I was doing as a teenager. I know, I'm so healthy. But I'm a little, just sort of, it's a scary time. It's a very scary time. But I have to put my clothes on. Speaking of scary. And so I have to run downstairs. I will see you at the airport. We're at a gate in Houston that does not have an elevator. I gotta carry that down. Irritating. Hey guys, how are ya? All right, so the fun never stops. So we have a piece of emergency equipment, one of our megaphones that I think is required. That I think is required. That's being worked on and fixed. Then the captain wants to halt boarding until the one wheelchair that we have on board today is figured out in terms of how they can get on board. They're sitting, of course, all the way in 1A. But here at this gate, because of this ramp that we're on right now, they have to be transported to the back of the aircraft into a lifted truck that allows them to enter from the back of the aircraft. I know, not very polished. And then they have to get down to their seat. I don't know if they're an aisle chair or if it's just a regular wheelchair, but so we're gonna wait for that to figure out. Yeah, fun, but none of it's in my control, which makes it much easier. I don't have to really worry about it, but I just want to go and get started. Let's go. You might be getting tired of me saying the same thing over again, but I am never tired of saying it. What a wonderful group of passengers. I mean, really. Again, no problems. No drama, no people drinking too much, no one smoking in the... Nothing. No, not even an attitude. And that was just fantastic. From Houston to Las Vegas. It was 2 hours and I don't know how long it was, 2:25, something like that. We are now going to fly to Phoenix. Somehow that's magically only going to take 47 minutes. We are pretty full. We have like 178 passengers on board, so that's what we're booked at. Crew's great. My chaser's awesome. And her boyfriend is flying with us pretty much all day, which is so nice. Her layovers aren't very long. They're like 12, 14 hours. But he just wants to fly along and be with her on her layovers. I'm like, it must be nice to have a boyfriend who likes you. It's been a long time for me, but... all right, so I will see you next, probably in Phoenix. So, hi, we made it to Phoenix. I have a short story to tell you. I'm like, I've never been to Phoenix, but then I see this giant sculpture of enormous giant sunglasses, and I'm like, I've seen that before. So I must have been here at least once, briefly, but it's been years. It's a nice airport. It's a very nice flight, but again, I do have a story, so I'll tell you later. Hey there, hi there, ho there. Welcome to Phoenix. I just got my hotel room here, peeled off my uniform shirt. It was a very hot day on the plane today. And I've just finished doing a walk around my room, making sure there's no crazies behind the curtains here. But you know, it's been a long time since I've had a date, and I've been single for so long. I think I would accept a crazy behind a curtain as long as it wasn't in the closet. Ba-dum-bum, right? That was funny. So today was lovely. It felt like a fairly long duty day, but it was manageable. One leg from Houston to Las Vegas, and then we just picked up a group of fantastic passengers. I know you're getting tired of hearing it, but my passengers have been wonderful lately. Summer flying is over, so it's a little bit easier, less stressful. But the flight here was 47 minutes. I think I told you sometime recently that I had a story to tell you, and I realized looking back, I probably should not share too many details. It was just one person who, when they were boarding, seemed burdened, I think is a word I would use, burdened. And I recognized something was kind of something, you know. And I really can't even tell you what he said to me because you never know who's watching. Right? So they said something a little unusual. Now, if you as a passenger see something on the plane that you feel is wrong, something is very wrong on the plane, like an emergency situation, a medical, a physical, something wrong with the plane, a mechanical issue, please let us know. You know, you're our eyes and our ears when we can't see something. So please let us know. But this one thing someone had to share with us seems somewhat fanciful and did not bear up to the physical proof of what was happening on the aircraft. I'm not sure how else to tell you. But he said something to us that was just not true. He may have perceived something differently, but my crew and I were like, okay, great. You know, we tried not to show that pacifying face, but it was hard. It was hard. Our captain was like, okay, thank you. You know, it was just weird. So I really probably can't share any more than that because, again, you never know who's watching. And I don't want to talk about passengers, right? Sometimes. Let me show you a quick room tour. I really love the room. It's very comfortable. The color palette is very champagne. It's very champagne, very 2000, what would you call this? 2004? You know that Christmas where everything was brown, like chocolate brown and blue? Yeah, it feels like that. In fact, yeah, it's that exact color palette. So first, let's look outside, if I can figure out how to open the door. All right, 53 years old. It took me that long to unlock a sliding glass door. So look at this. Got a little patio with some chairs. The pool is right there, so close enough to get there if I were to even contemplate taking my clothes off in public, which is not going to happen. But I can sit here. Hopefully tomorrow morning it will be cool enough that I'll be able to enjoy a cup of coffee outside. I love this lamp. I love that lamp. Love it. 2 full-size beds, I believe. Champagne blue, of course. And my favorite thing about this room, I have to show you. Wait. Look, it's like a nightlight behind the mirror. So if you have to come into the bathroom, you know, after just waking up, you're not blinded by a flashing light in the bathroom like that. Isn't that nice? And then you have to see this. Look. Look how sweet. They made a little bunny rabbit out of towels and pipe cleaners. I wonder how they got the eyes on there. And I wonder how long this has been sitting here. All right, so super cute room. Those kids are having a great time in the pool. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're doing their job, which is to yell and scream and run around and try to kill each other. They're doing their jobs. I'm just not built for those noises. So I'm just glad and counting my blessings that I'm on this side of the pool. I've become a cranky old lady, I swear. So I'm just hanging out on the balcony here. It's about 107 degrees at about 2:30 in the afternoon. It's a toasty day here, the end of September. I think I'm going to be a slam clicker today. I was really hoping to go into town or see something because I've never been down here before. But we are in the middle of nowhere near the airport. Technically, I think we're in Tempe, I don't know. Is Tempe part of Phoenix? I don't know. Is it a suburb? But there's nothing around here. My friend Deanne Ford, who's from this part of the country, had suggested that I go to the Contemporary Art Museum, which I was excited about, but they're closed until Wednesday. It's Monday. Then she suggested Mill Street or Mill Ave or Mill something for shopping, eating. Just, it's apparently a trendy area to walk around. I went on YouTube. YouTube, you learn everything on YouTube. I watched 2 different videos of people just walking around the. Can you hear them? They were just walking around that area, the little shopping, eating district. And I didn't see anything interesting enough to bring me down there. It would be about a $10 Uber ride there and back. And I didn't see anything interesting at all. There was a Starbucks. I was impressed about how clean the area was. I actually saw they had, in passing, I witnessed that someone was actually, one of their jobs was to clean bus benches or something. I was just very impressed with how clean that area is. Can you hear them? Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to go down there either. I don't go into bars. I don't spend a lot of money eating out anywhere, really, because I can save money and eat what I have in my bag. So blah, blah, blah. Almost 3 minutes of me telling you why I'm slam clicking today. Terribly exciting content. So yeah, I'm going to pop back in my room in a few minutes because I'm reaching my saturation point for screaming. So I'm going to head back in the room, hit Amazon Prime. I want to watch the Rings of Power. I've seen them advertised a bit through Amazon. It's like a prequel of some of the Lord of the Rings stories. So I'm going to check that out and then maybe hit Netflix or something. I'm not sure, but just a slam click, relaxing layover. My showtime tomorrow is at 6:10, I think. So our van is at 5:30, and we're going back to Las Vegas, and then we have a penalty lap, which is to Kansas City. I know you can hear them. And back. I'll be home in the middle of the afternoon. Whoop. I don't know if that's yelling or if he's drowning. No, he's playing. Let me go because this is getting a bit much. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Hey guys, hi, good morning. It is 5:12 in the morning. It's like a 15-minute long walk to the shuttle. If you remember where the pool was last night, the lobby is on the far end of that, so it's quite a walk. So I have to head out now. But last night I made, as usual, horrible decisions in terms of sleeping. I just wasn't sleepy. And then it was like 11:30 midnight that I'm actually in bed, and I had to wake up at 4:30. I don't know what I was doing, but I got the minimum amount of sleep I think I need to function today, and I have some caffeine, so we should be good. It's go home day. We've got one leg to Las Vegas. We do a quick turn, to Kansas City and back, so I'll be fine. But right now, pre-coffee, I'm feeling pretty rough, but let me stop complaining, if I ever do, and grab my bag, and I will see you at the airport. Randomed in Phoenix. Anybody surprised? Not me? Yep, randomed again. I mean, do you notice a pattern? Like every trip, over and over and over again. But all in the name of safety, I guess. We're going to Vegas. We have 111 passengers. This plane holds 182, and it's going to take us about 46 minutes. Our Wi-Fi is not working. It's a short flight for these people. Our next 2 flights on the same plane, of course, no Wi-Fi, but worse things will happen every day, right? Hey there, hi there, ho there. All right, so we just arrived in Las Vegas a moment or two ago. We deplaned. We only had 111 passengers on board. It was a 46-minute flight. And the passengers, I will not tell you they were wonderful. I won't tell you they're fantastic or perfect. I'll say instead they were superlative. Because I'm sure you're getting tired of me telling you how wonderful our passengers are. But I haven't had any real problems lately. Eventually, when I do have a problem, I'll be crushed because they've been so good lately. But yeah, real easy flight. My coworkers got off the plane. One just got back on to grab a bite to eat here in Las Vegas. I ate pretty much everything in my lunchbox yesterday. I have a little bit of pasta left over, but nothing to do with it. So I grabbed 2 cheddar and turkey sandwiches at the airport. $28 for 2 of these tomatoes. So next trip, I have to really meal prep. Yeah, that's it. We have 150 something people on our next flight to Kansas City. That's all I know, but I will see you probably in Kansas City. All right, see ya. All right, so we're gonna start boarding in a moment for Kansas City to Vegas, but that last flight was pretty easy. It was pretty simple. We had a couple colorful individuals on board, so it wasn't as smooth as the prior flight, but nice, fun. We had a couple really fun people on board too, so no complaints. We are going to start boarding now, so I will see you soon. Hey guys, how are ya? Welcome back to Las Vegas. Welcome back to my car, Shimi, and welcome to traffic in Las Vegas. People here in Las Vegas seem to lose their minds. If they have to slow down to a crawl at any point, God forbid you have to stop with other cars around you. They seem to just lose their mind. They don't seem to understand how nice it is here. You know, having lived in Atlanta and Boston, having visited LA enough to have an idea of what real traffic looks like, I am super grateful for the roads here in Las Vegas. Let's see, I digress completely. Today was very nice. It felt longer than it was in that, you know, I didn't sleep a lot last night. Then we had that first very short leg, which felt like it should have been enough for the day, you know, but I had to do that penalty lap to Kansas City. But the people were so nice on the plane to Kansas City. They were so sweet, really fantastic. We had a couple colorful people. Didn't detract from the niceness. This last leg coming back to Las Vegas was really remarkably nice. I had some really fun customers, beautiful babies, and my chaser was the highlight of the flight. She was just remarkable. Really a hoot. I loved her. She's Chicago based, unfortunately, so I will not see her that often. I've flown with her once before, but yeah, the day was very nice. The day was very nice. I was able to pick up my work device at work. If you remember, I started this trip out having to go to the office and pick up a hot spare device. I came back to drop off the borrowed device, the loaner, and my supervisor was able to pinpoint the problem and fix it in like 10 seconds. So I'm so grateful for him. He's amazing, Bernard. And one of my coworkers, I'm sorry, this is like free-form chatting with you. One of my coworkers, one of my classmates, she was in the PM class, I was in the AM class. She was begging me to get involved in in-flight training. She was really trying to encourage me to look into becoming part of the training department. And I was flattered, but I really like flying. I really do like flying. I think a year ago, even like 6 months ago, I probably would be more tempted to go into training because I had hit a wall where I was kind of losing some of my enthusiasm for the day-to-day job as a flight attendant. And I was like, maybe I should do OEs, or maybe I should go into training. I'm not sure. But the last couple months, if you haven't recognized a pattern with my trips, in that my passengers have been remarkable, and they've really relit the fire of enthusiasm under my behind. So I'm back to loving my job, where I was really liking it a lot. I was really enjoying it, but I'm back to loving my job, and it's such a nice time. I'm on a real roll, and so I guess I'll think about it more. A lot of you guys have told me that I should go into training, which, I mean, is flattering too, but I don't know. I don't know. Lastly, if you're still watching at this point, you are a dyed-in-the-wool subscriber, and I love you more than anything. I am going to be doing Vlogtober. I know I do Vlogmas, but I'm thinking of doing Vlogtober this year, and that's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's very stressful because it's putting a video out every day, and I just don't want to take a video of me making coffee, you know, or boiling eggs to post a video for that day. I'd like to offer something of content for October. So something I really enjoyed doing in the earlier days of my channel is Q&As. I used to love doing question and answer videos on any given topic. You know me by now, I'm an open book. So if you have any questions about my personal life, I'm more than happy to share pretty much anything. My career, of course, as a flight attendant, what I did before being a flight attendant, my sobriety, my cats, anything about the cats. A couple of you came to my channel from having seen my video about my dentures. If you have questions about that or the process, drop me in the comment section any questions you might have that I can add to a Q&A, a series of them hopefully for October, because I'll be flying a fair amount, but there are days that I won't be flying, and there's only so many Goodwill hauls I can show you. So feel free, if you would, drop some questions below or other topics that you think you'd like to see a video on, and I will let you go because I'm almost home and I am itching to put my face in my cat's bellies right now. So I'm gonna let you go. I'll see you later. Have a good night and fly safe. Bye.